Okay, hello. I have gotten a lot of requests for a tutorial because speed paints are kind of hard to follow sometimes, and I totally get that. Problem is that this is very hard to do because this video is going to be very, very long, and I really don't feel like writing everything out, so I'm just going to talk to you, and you're going to listen to my horrible voice for about probably 30 minutes to an hour. Sorry. So, we're drawing John Egbert today. You know, Homestuck. The only thing I draw. Homestuck. So I have this weird muted color blue and my sketch tool on multiply circle. The beginning to every face, a circle. Your line of whatever. So I'm just gonna sketch this real quick and speed it up a little bit. Okay, now that we have our super duper rough sketch down, I'll at least try to clean it up a little bit. Oh my gosh. Because the more weird lines you have in places you don't want, the muddier your painting part is going to be, and the more hard it's going to be to like navigate around all these stupid lines. So, just, it doesn't have to be perfect, just try to clean it up a little bit. Okay, that's good enough. We're gonna have to do that. Because I don't have all that much time, honestly. Okay, so, get your reference picture out of the way, and set your sketchy layer to shade. The opacity. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. And start your coloring underneath on a normal layer with preferably really opaque. A little bit darker. Come on. There we go. And your coloring part doesn't have to be perfect either because you're gonna put other things over it. It's fine. Just don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. It's cool. Okay. Now, our flat color's down. We have it how we want it. Whatever. We're not quite going to merge this down yet. We're going to keep it there. About 20% opacity. That's fine. And I'm going to get kind of dark blue, weird desaturated blue. My acrylic brush with these settings. You could probably see them in the video if you full screen. And just go at it. This is, our first pass is going to be like just general shadow, so like don't even disregard all that. It's whatever. This is just going to be where most of the shadows are. It's very, very faint. This layer is going to be not very visible, but it's fine. Because it's just to give an idea of shadow. And I like finding colors that you can use on the entirety of your canvas and not have to keep switching around or use black, because black is not generally a good thing to shade with. Just try to avoid black. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Okay, and then we set this layer to shade. And about right there. Again, about 20%. Yeah, that's good. And then put it down on your line art layer, so it kind of looks like that. And now we're going to do it again, except we're going to do kind of more localized shading, like little smaller places. And this is going to be a lot darker. There we go. A little bit more localized. Set the shade, and let's say 70. There we go. That's good. I want to change this one to red or something, because his skin's starting to look a little bit weird. There we go. Kind of a purpley red. Whoa! That's what we wanted to do. Okay, that's good. And merge down. That's good. And one last time, I want to make another one of these layers. Let's use red again. And do just a really, really big sweep in places that are going to have a pretty big gradient. Okay, he looks like he has a beard. So what I do on these layers, shade of course, I get my water tool, these settings, so it doesn't actually make a mark, it just blends. Kind of, blur out the edges here, so that the gradient is smooth and we don't have too many choppy strokes, because it's gonna be kind of choppy because we're painting. It's gonna look like paint, kind of. But we're gonna make those ourselves. We don't need all this crap in here. Get out. Okay, there we go. Close enough. And then do that again. There we go. We got a nice gradient happening. Now we're totally done with the shading, I think, for the most part. We're going to ignore it for now. And then I use more toward yellow for the highlights, and we're pretty much going to do the same thing. Although these are kind of hard to see, so I go ahead and put it on. There we go. This is going to be the general, like we did with the first shading layer. It's just the general light areas. Okay, now you got that. That looks super weird, but it's cool. I'm going to lower. I don't know. How about right here? Nah, that's too bright. How about right here? There we go. Just a little bit of light going on. Don't merge your luminosity layers in your shade, because you see it doesn't keep. If you're going to merge any layer onto another, make sure the bottom layer is normal. See, like, that'll stay. But we're not going to merge that again. We're going to keep it. And then, like we did with the shading layers, we're going to add more. So this time, it's some more localized. And I don't use as many luminosity passes as I do shade passes, but that's just me. Who is calling me? Oh, hang on a second. Okay, anyway, like I said, we're gonna do the localized light or whatever. Usually put it at the end of those, about right here, underneath the edge of the mouth, the apple of the cheek. It's funny how they're called apples. They don't resemble apples at all. They're just part of your face. At the corner of the eyes, on the eyes. This weird thing right here, right between your eyebrows. And there we go, that's a face. Pretty simple. Your chin, lips and stuff. Here. Okay, that's a face. And the rest of it. Okay. Just lower that. It's gonna be a little bit brighter than the other one. See, the other one's at 11%. This one's gonna be at 30. That's 20. I said 30. Okay. There we go. Very pretty. And I think we're pretty much ready to start the actual painting. Yay, fun, right? So I just merged my shade layer down onto the color. I'm going to merge my luminosity down. And if you try to put the luminosity on the shading layer, it's not gonna be fun. Okay? It's not gonna take. So now that you have your one layer and also your reference here, hello, you can start painting. And I usually only paint with one layer for, the majority of the time. So I got my acrylic and I use the color picker tool on my tablet a lot. It will really, really help you so you don't have to keep going with the stupid tool. Just use your color picker, please. Just do it. And if your tablet doesn't have a color picker, then I don't know what to tell you. It's this hang on, let me just draw my pen. Here's the pen. It's got a little button right here and a little eraser, the nib. There's this weird long button on it, and it's the bottom part right here. Ding ding. It's a bamboo pen, tablet, whatever. Anyway. I'm just gonna mess around with this for a little bit. Okay, I cleaned it up a little bit because it was looking a little bit rough. So, use your color picker tool and you just start going at it. Start blending, color picking, just over and over and over. And it's going to take a long time. But you know what? I actually find this part kind of relaxing. Because, just kind of a mindless task. Just blending. And sometimes, I very rarely actually use the color wheel thing after I have all my colors laid down and shaded and everything. But sometimes it does call for, using a little bit more saturation or a little bit darker. It's cool. Just do whatever you think looks good. That'll be fine. I'm sure it'll look awesome, actually. If you want to show me some of your drawings, just send them to me. Send me a link. I'll look at them. I'll be like, yeah, that's awesome. If you want a little bit of critique, I can do that too. Okay, you know what? This is fun. I'm just gonna adjust the hue. A little bit more red. A little bit more saturated too. Luminescence down. And since I turned down the luminescence, I'm going to have to put another luminosity layer on there. Oh, my voice just cracked. Did you hear that? Holy sh! Wow. I try to use the biggest range of colors I possibly can, like total black to total white, at least somewhere on my paintings. Also, did you notice that I have a list? Because it is there. You're gonna listen to it. I mean, you could click off of the video, but I don't think you should. I think we could have a great time. Don't leave me. Alright. So that's good for now. Yeah, there we go. And also, I forgot, I'm gonna get my color picker somewhere in between this weird pink color and red. Right here. Just as bright as you can fucking get it. Just start doing this. I usually put it on the cheeks, on the nose, and on the ears. Beautiful, beautiful lipstick. It's gorgeous. You look so pretty, John. You look so pretty. Okay. I also did it on the shoulders, but you can't see them here. So, then set that shade. Don't make that weird color. There we go. Everything's pink. It's adorable. So, now we have another color to work with and blend in. And just, okay. I'm gonna fast forward now. Okay. It got pretty smooth, as you can see. I just have spent like 30 minutes doing that. Um, but I think in this tutorial, all I'm going to do is the face because that was the main concern of people, you know, and I don't have enough time to do all of this junk. So we're just going to focus on the face for right now. It's good. It's cool. It's whatever. So now that we have all the weird blending, and I also gave him eyelashes, I'm going to just deepen the shadows a little bit and give him some beautiful little highlights. Highlights in your eyes. Highlights. I'm like a genius. Come on. That was a good joke. Okay, so there's that. What else was I gonna... Oh, yeah. I like to make the noses shiny. It's comfortable. I like it. Like right underneath here. In here. Right here. Right here. Right here. Okay. And of course, shiny lips. I'm gonna smooth out that shiny a little bit. It's a little bit too shiny. Come on. Okay. Lips gotta be shiny. Mostly right here and right here. There we go. Look how shiny and beautiful he is. I'm gonna put a little bit of highlights back here because when you're painting, they tend to disappear. Just a little bit. So, put it back. There we go. And I usually don't give the prospect kids freckles or anything. I think that's just a thing that I save for the Durst kids. I will give him freckles just because someone was asking about that. So I get weird brown color here. Why not? And there is this this brush I have called B Plats. I don't remember where I got it from, honestly. I googled side brushes and this came up. I think it was in like a grunge pack. You're welcome to look for it, but I have no idea. I'm sorry. Maybe I'll look for it. I'll see if there is the name of whoever made it, but right now, I don't know. Anyway, and this just makes a bunch of like dots. So I kind of erase the bigger ones, split them up. And then take them, put them over here, and deform them until they look like they fit the face right there. There we go, that's good. And then lower the opacity of the eraser and just kind of blend around them. And then set that shade, and there we go. There's some faint freckles, you know, not too much. And I usually, I go back over it with a regular simple circle and put a bunch of big weird dots, like, oh, what? These don't look like freckles, Scooby. I know. It just kind of gives texture. Like, the opacity on these is going to be so low, you're not going to notice. It won't matter. So just go nuts. Just go nuts. Here we go. Here we go. Whatever. Shade. Oh, wow, there's some real freckles. And that's about 9, 10 opacity. Like, I'd say 10 at the very most. So there we go. It kind of gives more texture. And then for the final touch, we do the same thing. Again, I'll use the sketch brush for this. And put the freckles that you're going to see the most. These are black, just so you know. And then do the same thing. Shade. There you go. And there's just some freckles. That's just on one cheek. I don't know what would cause you to only have freckles on one cheek. There it is. There it is. And that's usually what contributes to the face texture that I use. And there's also, here's all my freckles. I'm going to make a new folder. Put them all in there. I know, that's not what I want to do. There. Get in there. Okay. Now that we have all our freckles in a neat little, folder, we can... Okay, I get like a really light color up here. Try not to use white or black on anything except for like highlights and the very, very darkest places. Because, like, if you shade with white or black, yeah, it's not gonna look good. Okay, sorry, don't do that. I don't know when to stop. I just keep messing with things. My mom always told me a good artist always knows when to stop, and I am bad at that. So anyway, I get my B plats again, do the thing, and then luminosity. Heck, I left open this. That's good. Do the same thing you did with the freckles. That's good. I'm gonna erase a little bit. I put these on places that are really shiny, like probably only nose, cheeks, sometimes shiny part of the arm. But I didn't do the arm, so we're not gonna worry about it. Then lower. I don't know. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but it feels right. Kind of like pores, maybe? I don't know. You can also layer those with the darker ones. It makes this kind of neato texture going on. Yeah. So, yeah. There it is. This has been... Wait, no, I forgot his eyebrow hairs! That's the most important part. No, it's not, but I really like eyebrow hairs. Ah! Forgot to change my brush. Make sure to never forget your eyebrow hairs, kids. Never, ever. Put some over here, too. Okay, this has been my tutorial. I'm not going to put credits, I'm just going to talk to you. I drew this with Paint Tool Set, as you can see. Right up here. No, I do not know where to get it. This has been the program I've been using, like this exact same one, for like 5 years now? I don't know, it's been a long time. Just been transferring it back and forth on my computers whenever I need to get a new one. Recorded with Debut video capture software. Professional. That you get a free trial on that, but you have to pay for it. And yeah, this took about an hour and a half. Nah, probably about 45 minutes. I'll check. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. And if there's any questions you have, anything you want to show me, anything you need critiques on, just feel free to send them to me. Here's my Tumblr. I'm gonna write it down. No, that's a big brush. CAT-CUN. There it is. Tumblr. And I might make another tutorial soon. So, just tell me what you think. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye!